Walk-on tight end Jack Loonam accomplishes more in one day than most people could even hope to do. Loonam splits his time between academics, the Georgia football team, and the Georgia Army ROTC program.
Typical day will probably start at 5:25 when I wake up, go to Army PT for about 50 minutes or so, and we do exercises dealing with push-ups, sit-ups, 2-mile runs, which is what we're tested on periodically throughout the year for our PT test. And then after that, I will go to class for tutoring, and I'll get breakfast between there, and then class till about 12, say for an average day. And then we have football from 2:45 to about 7 or so, and then I'll go eat dinner somewhere and do studying and get to bed around 10:30 maybe or so. And then on days when I have my Army lab, I have lab out there from about 3:30 to 6, and I'll be in my full Army uniform. We do a series of military tactical attacks from like recons to squad attacks to we do stuff like land nav and ambushes, just so we can get ready so that whenever we graduate, we know what to do when we're out in the field. It's pretty much day to day. I was still shocked like everyone else by the whole college experience because it was college, but once the season got going, I started to figure out how things work and when I'm gonna have time for this and that. It got a lot better, but I couldn't have done it though without a bunch of my teammates help me out, and cadets also especially helped me out with the whole Army thing, because football was I'm doing all my life, and the Army aspect, besides my dad being in it, I had never done like stuff that they had done, so they really helped out a bunch though.
Both of them are pretty time consuming and take a lot of dedication to be able to balance the time requirements for SEC football and for Army ROTC. And so he's done a remarkable job being able to balance those, maintain a good GPA. I think he's got a 3.0 or just over a 3.0. So he's got a good GPA, and he does really good in time management in both requirements. He came in saying that he wanted to be an Army officer. That was his goal. So that's what he's been striving to do. Now he obviously plays football, so there are, again, time requirements for that as well. But his goal is to become an Army officer, and we've seen him hold his own against all the other cadets, and he's doing a good job.
Well, I do think Jack's one of those guys that probably gets more out of his 24 hours every day than the average person does. He's got a lot going on, a lot that pulls him in a lot of different directions, but loves Georgia, loves the football program here, and really is willing to do anything he can in any way to help us be better. Obviously, he's a guy that, because of his schedule, has to get up very early and do a lot of things early in the morning, and then kind of keep going until late to just maintain everything that he's got going on. And I think just the example that he sets by doing that, I've never heard him say a discouraging word about anything really, or about the time demands on him and so on. That's got to be a great example to everybody that he's around.
I remember one day we had a mat drill and I had a PT test the same day, and I felt like if I could go through that, I can go through a physical test. I feel like I can naturally like, well, I did this in the past. So I guess with football and ROTC together, it's endurance that really helps, because they're both different, because football is more how much weight can you throw around or how fast can you go in a certain speed and a certain distance. And then Army is all about how can you carry your body weight and how can you push yourself through long distances and long times of push-ups or sit-ups. So, but they both help, and I've been cross-training, I guess, for the next 4 years. So it'll be really interesting to see where I'm at when I graduate.
And to Loonam, the best part of both programs are the people he has met along the way.
I think the thing I love about football is just the camaraderie you make with friends, and then like winning, obviously, and the joy of running out on the field and in front of 93,000 people, and then playing against the best in the country. And the whole part of football I love is just getting to play, because I know that now, I didn't think I'd get a chance to play in college, and now that I'm here, it's like I'm cherishing every single day, because I mean, I didn't think I'd be here at all. So every day I have here is another day added to where I couldn't have played. And the Army thing I love is just the same kind of camaraderie. You meet people that are really awesome, great people, and you also know that they're going to be your brothers or sisters in the battle next to you. So it's like getting the relationships there and just meeting them and experiencing that whole part is really cool too.
With his busy schedule, Loonam stays motivated by focusing on his goals for the future. The biggest one, to follow in the footsteps of his father.
To be an officer in the military and to win a national championship. So both of them I know are realistic, and then one hopefully sooner than the other. But the officer part obviously is a little more important, because that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, however long I desire to be in the military. And the national championship I can keep forever if I can share that with my friends and family in the future. But then the military is going to take me to places I've never I've ever been to, literally and figuratively. So I guess they're both important, but the officer part is what I'm most looking forward to, and having my dad pin that on me whenever I graduate, it's going to be really, really a real special moment.